Alright, hello everyone, Etrim here, and more Vintage Masters, and... I don't know what to grab here. Well... Safest pick, probably just the Djinn. Gigapete's big. If I take the Djinn, I'm passing a Gigapete of Thinkborn Elves. This pack really just does not have any, powerful cards in it, I suppose. So, I have no clue. I'm not going to be forcing anyone into anything to my left. So I'm going to take the Djinn and we'll see what happens with that. Also, John's not actually helping with this, but he's actually on Moto himself, which is weird. So, yeah. Plea for Power, again. Always like to Plea for Power. Every time I play it, I'm happy with the result. So, yeah, Plea for Power. So, blue-green by the looks of it. And we pick up a Repel, which I like, although... That's a pick 3 War Chief. Maybe I should be in Goblins. War Chief is a great reason to jump into Goblins. And seeing it go by 2 people... What I'd grab Repel would be the other card here. It's either Repel or War Chief. I might take the War Chief. We'll see. We'll try a Goblins base deck. It'll probably end up being Red X Goblins, but... There's a General. Okay, so we got War Chief and General back to back there, so that's pretty good. And there's another General. Holy goblins of hell. I don't know what I'm doing with those two, but we'll come back to those once we figure it out. What I want with goblins? Well, since there's no goblins here, let's see. Maybe I do red-green goblins? Or red-blue goblins? Maybe red-black, at which point I take the Expunge. We're going to take the Expunge because it gives me more options. Oh, that's Skirk Drill Sergeant, that seems fun. Okay, so yeah, we'll take the Skirk Drill Sergeant. Alright, so far we've grabbed 4 goblins out of our last 5 picks, so that's pretty dang good. Again, still not certain exactly what our splash color will be. We have 3 options here, all of which are very powerful. Djinn gives us a late game beater, although General and War Chief just kind of do that too. Plea for Power gives us a draw effect if we need draw effects, or Expunge just gives us that. Yes, John has decided that he, in the little sidebar over here, is going to attempt to annoy me. So, yeah, whatever. I'm going to keep picking up all the good goblins when I see them go by. So, that's something. Alright, so far so good. We have 5 solid goblins. If we could get like a ringleader or another war chief to come around, that would be great. Yes, I know it. So, probably won't play... Alright, so we probably won't play the green. Do I grab an aftershock or do I grab a giant strength? Giant strength can help protect the fragile goblins from burn effects, but it also leads to potential 2 for 1-ing of yourself. I don't know, I'll grab a single giant strength for now, that's fine. Okay, so now we have an option of splashing in any single one color, because the Chroma's Blessing's actually pretty good for me here, because I can use the Chroma's Blessing to give all my goblins pro whatever my opponent's trying to do, so could be very good. Okay, so we have options. Definitely have options, but we're mainly red. We have splash options now. Lumberjack, a Djinn. Maybe I take a Claws of Wirewood here. Gives you more game versus Battle Screech deck. Wow. That's optimistic. Well, anyways. So yeah, so far this is going fine. I do like the fact that the goblins have been relatively open, although someone did take a matron. Which is kind of interesting, because I had a matron in the opening pack. But then maybe they jumped out of goblins, or maybe I started grabbing them all, and so they missed out on them. Who knows? Because, I mean, getting War Chief General back-to-back was just like the sign, go Goblins, at that point. So, Goblins with whatever. Though there's probably not going to be any goblins in the next 3 picks because, well, yeah. Okay, so we have Gilded Light as a white splash, or we have another white splash card, or we have a Caldera Lake which helps with the 2 for power. I'm going to take the Caldera Lake, just in case. Sure. And sure. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of random little shit going on here, but we have our main core red cards, so... Interesting. Have to keep an eye out now since I have this goblin centerpiece here. Maybe we can get another war chief or a ringleader or 2. That'd be good. All sorts of good options. Most of them are uncommon, so general is a common, but oh, Magister of Worth. Holy Magister of Worth. Okay. This card is insane. Insane. Goblins. That's a fun question for you. Is it worth it to splash Magister of Worth in goblins? Oh, goodness. Or do I just take the matron and play it safe? But the Magister of Worth will blow me out if it comes down. I'm gonna take the Magister of Worth because that thing is just freaking ridiculous. Okay, there's a 1-drop goblin. So that helps. So we've pretty much, by taking a Magister of Worth, cornered off where we're gonna be in this deck, probably. So... there. Alright, so we have options. 1-drop goblin, 5-drop goblin, Caravix Torch. Well... maybe we should take the 1-drop goblin. Ooh, goblin left. So, Goblin Lackey helps us out a lot. Helps get down some of our other little goblins here. Hulking Goblin or Fire Blast or Disc. Ugh. Just so many cards that you just can't beat ever in goblins. Oh god. Do you grab the disc or the fire blast? Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. Just quit the draft, you're never winning. Fire blast, obviously. Okay, we're taking the fire blast. Ah, Beetleback Chief. And there's a falter. Okay, so far we're actually not in the worst of shape. I don't know whether or not I'll splash this or not. That'd be hilarious to splash. If I do splash black and white, which is really weird, but if I do, I get to play both Akruma's Blessing and Expunge. Interesting. I don't know. What I do know is that we're not playing the Caldera Ring. Yay! I got to make a cut. Ooh, another general. Or a falter. With a warsh. Yeah. I got a billion generals. And there's still time for so many more. Okay, so we have the option of a Reckless Charge, a Spark Spray, or even like an Exile as a removal effect. So any of these are reasonable. Having fun. Right. Well, clearly John's having fun here, so we're going to just close that out for now. Alright, so... Always been curious, who goes with these super generic Magic Player 7-4, whatever. Series of, Magic Player series and number. Good luck, I suppose. Hey, I can grab a Great Coliseum. Colleague. How the fuck do you spell that? She's the... Ah, good times. I can grab a Grand Coliseum and splash the Magister word. We'll grab a... I don't care for any of those cards. They're not in my... Well, these two are in my splash color, but... Or one of my splash colors, but I really don't like them. So, for this deck at least. Got a fun. Or... I could grab, like, one of the red-black fetches. Okay, another Goblin Commando. Or we could take a Blazing Spectre. I've never actually gotten to play a Blazing Spectre before. Seems like it could be alright, but I think the Commando is the way to go with all the Goblin-centric stuff. Yeah, I don't really know, but at least we've got some solid stuff. We have Lackey Patrol. Drill Sergeant, I'll grab another Forgotten Cave. War Chief, Triple General, Beetleback, Double Commando. Seems pretty good so far. Definitely been passing the Matrons, and the Matrons haven't been coming back around, which is weird. Because Matron's not really that good unless you're in Goblins, but maybe someone else is in Goblins, but I'm still getting a lot of good Goblins, so it's hard to say, and I just got a Falter, so yeah, seems pretty decent. And I get a second Falter, that's pretty good. And an Addle, which is playable if I do a slightly heavier black splash. To see. And going into the final pack, I think so far this is looking pretty good. Ooh, I can use trenches. This is gonna be quirky as all heck, but it's actually pretty awesome with Goblin-centric theme. Wow, and there's nothing in here for me. Maybe a Blazing Spectre, I suppose. That kind of mentioned picking up one of those. And a Rocky Tar Pit, or Rites of Initiation. Huh. Rites of Initiation can just get you there. Rocky Tar Pit helps splash the black cards, though. I'm gonna take the Rocky Tar Pit. And pick up a Beetleback Chief. That seems pretty good to me. So, we're splashing white for Trenches, Magister Worth, and Achroma's Blessing. Don't play Magister Worth. Yeah, I suppose that's probably a good point, because it does kind of blow up everything I have. Yeah, that would just be bad, I suppose. I'll just curve out at the Commando then. Still will probably end up splashing both colors. Black. Sponge. Spectre. Trenches. Chromas. Ooh, and a Chainer's Edict. Definitely split. So, we're definitely an interesting deck here. But yeah, if I play the Magister, most likely what it does is blows up everything, which actually probably hurts me more than it helps me in most cases. It might be good as just like a haymaker up at the top end, but seems like it's more likely just to blow up my field and make me go, well, that was great. I got a 4/4 flyer. A Hulking Goblin. That's good. We need a few more goblins just to help with the numbers games. Okay, that's good. Another patrol. Fine. So yeah, we're splashing white for the trenches, definitely, because it just gives me more goblins to go crazy with general. So there's nothing wrong with splashing for the trenches. And splashing the black for Expunge and Chainer's Edict is probably perfect legit. And Blazing Spectre's not bad either. It's a little weak at some points, but it is flying haste and the discard. It seems like it could be good. Yes. Well, that John seems to contradict me at every turn. Alright. So let's see what we get on the last bit back through here. Obviously, picking up any goblins we see, pretty much. Looking at the black and white spells and figuring out which of those are actually playable for us too. Those are my 3 things to do. So black, white, or sorry, well, it's 2/3 things to do. A, goblins. B, black spells. C, white spells. In that order. Okay, black spells. Mesmeric Fiend's probably not bad. Carnifage is fine too, but Mesmeric Fiend helps with some disruption. I don't like any of these, so we'll just grab that because it kills off the trenches. The Rites of Initiation came back. That's pretty neat. So that'll give it. We're actually gonna have a very interesting deck here, I think. It's definitely gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna take that again just to make certain that no one can side in against the Goblin Trenches. Very interesting so far. The Lackey will help out a lot. As will obviously like War Chief and Generals. 3 Generals is pretty good. The fact that I didn't see any after that point though makes me think that definitely someone was in Goblins. Because the matrons kept disappearing. So, it's an interesting point, I suppose. I don't care for any of these. By order of hierarchy, that gets headed. Goblins, black, red. Or, sorry, goblins, black, white. Whatever. Point being. You understand where it's going. Alright, so... Okay... Good times. Alright, anyways. Okay. So we'll grab all of our goblins. Goblins. More goblins. So 14 goblins. That's not bad. We get a Fire Blast. And then put in Trenches. Both the Falters. Initiation, Edict, Expunge, Blessing, Spectre, Mesmeric Fiend, or Magister Worth, probably Mesmeric Fiend. So then I can go Cave, Carpet, Coliseum, add, suggest, 921. Yes, I like 921. Gives me 1 for each of those. And the Coliseum. The 2 allows me to have more mana to try to get those out, plus the flashback back. So I agree with that. 921 seems good. So yeah, 16 lands. Curves out at Commando/Fire Blast. So yeah, I think I will submit this and see you all in round 1.